Here we see a wild orange tabby cat. Here we see a wild orange tabby cat. Who is... Here we see a wild orange tabby cat. Who is in charge of the music? Here we see a wild orange tabby cat. Is that... Who said Dylan could choose the music? Dylan, get off of there! Here we see a wild orange tabby cat. Oh, for the love of... It's a freaking nature documentary, not a travel vlog. Here we see a wild orange tabby cat. You know what? I don't even care anymore. We're on with this. This is the song we're using. Here we see a wild orange tabby cat living peacefully in his natural habitat, the human house/apartment. Oh my gosh. Dylan, you're being paid to blow the balloons. Let the cameraman do his job. Thank you.
The average tabby cat.
Dylan, what are you doing?
Oh, hi, Mr. Voice Actor. I'm just doing the voice acting. I know what you're doing. That was a dumb question. Why are you voice acting? Because I wanted to try it, Mr. Voice Actor.
Okay, Dylan, look, we all have our jobs, right? What's your job?
To blow the balloon?
Exactly. So, we each get paid for doing our job. The better the voice acting, the more money I get. You like money, Dylan, don't you?
Of course, Mr. Voice Actor.
Well, the more balloons you blow, the more money you get.
Whoa. Really, Mr. Voice Actor?
Really.
Thank you so much for telling me that. I'll be on my way. I'm gonna blow as many balloons as I can.
Alright, bye-bye, Dylan.
Bye.
What am I doing with my life? Alright though, this is where I actually show you my cat and get to put some good music on. Alright, so first thing, his name is Nacho, and one of my brother's friends found him in their garage building, or like down by the parking garage, and they had him in their house for a little bit, and then my brother went over there and he was like, oh my gosh, this is so cute, and then he was constantly telling my mom about it, and we've been wanting to get a cat for a long time, so eventually my mom was like, we don't have to pay for the cat, and the kids will take care of it, so we'll get it. So then we had no idea. Originally they were probably gonna give it to like a vet or like an adoption center or something, and so our parents come in and they're like, hey, we have a surprise. So we go into their room, and on their bed there's just this adorable little kitten. Or no, actually, so we walk into their room, and on their bed there's nothing. We're like, well, what's the surprise? And they freak out. They're like, oh crap, where'd he go? And then they pull back the pillows, and there's this tiny little fuzzball just hidden behind he was just hiding behind the pillows. It was the cutest thing. And we had this we built this little area for him where we took a bowl, we put a towel in it, and we put a little bunch of toy animals around, and we built a wall out of cushions. Of course, he didn't sleep in it at all. He hated it. Or he didn't hate it, but he just avoided it. For the first little bit, he would just hide under the couches and run away. And this was summertime, I think. But he would hide under the couches and stuff. And he only hissed at us once. And fun fact, he hissed at us that one time under the couch when we were bothering him. And he was super tiny. And that's the only time he's hissed at us ever. Ever. He's never hissed at us. The only time he bites and scratches us, but that's in a playful way. So we have caps on his fingers, little plastic things that you glue to their fingernails. Just these, they're harmless, and you can always take them off to clip his nails when they start growing through the caps and stuff. But those help it so that he doesn't scratch the couches and stuff, which is really nice. He has and does all these little things, I'm sure you guys saw it before. He has that little hammock that is suction cupped to the window. I wouldn't call it a hammock, but it's just these ropes suction cupped to the window, and then it's holding up a little platform that's also suction cupped to the window, and we just put this little towel there, and he's there all day, every day. And then, when it hits night, he gets way more frisky, he wants to play, and he bugs you to feed him and stuff. He also, sometimes he'll come and just sleep on my legs at night, I love it, of course. I'm laying there and he just comes up and leans against my legs. It's the best. And then, but also, like, I'll be like in a little awkward position. Like, it'll be a weird, or like I'll be in a good position, but then he'll lay against my legs, and then I'll get like tired of it, and so I'll want to move around, and it like I'm super scared to move because I don't want him to like go away, right? It's like it's super nice. He's leaning against your leg, or like if your legs are like up or something, he'll like come and lean against your chest. It's the best. And or like at night also, he likes to go into my brother's room and just like go up on the bed or go into the little stand in that little stuffed pets area and just stand there. It's literally, it's so cute. If there's something new or if there's something like a rope sticking out, he'll like check it out and try and find out, or like eat it and stuff. Multiple times we've let him out onto the balcony and he's come back with a beetle in his mouth and he's just crunching it up and hitting. He plays with his food. Like if there's ever a cockroach, there aren't cockroaches here, but in our old place there would be a cockroach every few months or so, and like he would find it and he'd bite it, and then he'd like bite its leg off and then hit it across the room and then chase it down and bite its other leg off. It was really disgusting, but it's, if you don't know he's eating an actual bug, it's really cool to watch. He likes to go outside, but my mom has the little plant garden, or outside on the bigger balcony. But my mom has this little plant garden, so you have to have someone who's constantly watching so he doesn't jump up there and eat the plants. I'll talk to him sometimes, and it's really awkward when people who aren't like family or like friends who know I do it are like coming in the front door and they just see me talking to this like fat orange puffball. And it really is, I just sort of freeze and then pretend they're not there. I think you can imagine how it usually goes. He has this really weird thing where he like, I don't know if this is a normal cat thing, but he's totally cool with getting pet on the head or like scratched and then scratched under his chin. Like he likes that. If you go too much, obviously, like with every cat, he'll like let you know. But if you pet him at all in the back or like on his stomach or just even on his side, like if you pet him anywhere except those spots, he'll freak out and like start like biting you and scratching you. Or freak out really isn't the best term. He'll just like, it's like he's almost offended by it. If you touch him anywhere except his chin and the top of his head and like back of his ears, or essentially anything below the collar is his territory. That's a no go zone. He'll attack you for it and just play. It's really funny. So we feed him morning and night, like one scoop of his cat food, the crunchy kind, in the morning. My brother does that. And then for me at night, I give him some of his like wet food. He has these little packets of wet like fish or meat. I don't know what it is. But there's packets of them. You give him half in the morning, half one day at night, and then the other half the next day at night. Basically, you give him water. You give him the dry food, and this is like the only time he lets you pet him on like below the collar, because he's just like, I don't care what you do as long as I get my food fast. And then, but yeah, he'll like attack your legs and stuff. You'll just be walking around, and then you'll just feel pain in your legs because he's biting and scratching, and you're like, oh yeah, I have to feed him. And he'll like meow super loudly throughout the house. It's really funny. I can't really think about anything else that he does. He's honestly just a very funny cat. He does random stuff all the time. Sometimes he's depressed. Sometimes he attacks everything. Sometimes he just like peers down on the entire house from his little hammock. Just the whole day. He just lays there, sleeps there. There's one consistent thing. He always gets more excited at night and like definitely gets excited to eat and stuff, and is always, once it hits that time, he's just always letting you know that he's hungry. That's all I really have to say about him. I hope you guys like him, like the video. But yeah, I'll see you guys on Monday when the next upload comes around.